Number 1. This 1973 Dodge Dart Swinger, offered at $18,000 and located in Arlington, Washington, is presented as a turnkey, ready-to-drive two-door hardtop that has undergone extensive mechanical upgrades while retaining its classic Mopar character. The seller highlights that the car wears 1972 front fenders, grille, and hood, giving it a slightly earlier aesthetic that blends well with the overall build. Power comes from a freshly built 383 engine bored .030 over and fitted with a 484 purple cam, 440 source aluminum heads, an Edelbrock intake, a Holley Brawler 750 carburetor, and MSD ignition components. Complementing the powertrain is a brand new 2.5-inch true dual exhaust system with tri-Y headers, adding both performance and an aggressive exhaust note that fits the car's muscle-oriented personality. Backing the engine is a built 727 automatic transmission equipped with a CRT reverse manual valve body and a new quicksilver shifter, giving the driver firm and intentional control over gear selection. The Dart rides on an 8 3/4 rear end with 3.91 Sure grip gears installed, and it also comes with a second third member featuring 3.73 Sure grip gears for those who may prefer a slightly different driving setup. The seller notes that virtually the entire front suspension has been rebuilt, including tubular upper control arms, reinforced lower control arms, new ball joints, tie rods, sway bar bushings, and more. New Bilstein shocks up front and rear air shocks further improve the car's handling, while fresh wheels and tires complete the upgraded rolling package. The overall structural and mechanical work invested into this Dart makes it especially appealing to enthusiasts looking for a classic that has already had the major performance and suspension components addressed. New door seals add to its road readiness, and the seller states that the car starts, runs, and drives without hesitation. While the body features new two-stage paint, it was sprayed in a garage rather than a professional booth, meaning it presents well but should not be considered show quality. Still, the finish is described as very good for what it is, matching the car's overall theme of solid upgrades paired with driver-focused practicality rather than concours-level restoration. The seller is transparent about a few minor quirks, noting that the car lacks heat due to the absence of a heater core and hoses, has no speakers installed, and exhibits a very small transmission pan leak that has not yet been addressed. Additionally, the windshield wipers are non-functional. These small issues help explain the current asking price, as the seller suggests that a Dart with this level of mechanical investment and fewer imperfections would command far more. Even so, with its fresh drivetrain, rebuilt suspension, desirable Mopar components, and overall turnkey status, this 1973 Dodge Dart Swinger represents a strong opportunity for anyone seeking a classic muscle-era Dodge that is ready to enjoy now while still leaving room for future refinements. Number 2. This 1952 Chevrolet Classic, offered at $42,000 and located in Hilmar, California, is presented as an exceptionally high-quality, no-expense-spared build that stands far above most restored examples of its era. Described as one of the nicest 52 Chevys you're likely to encounter, the car underwent a complete frame-off restoration with an extensive list of premium upgrades. The frame has been powder-coated for durability and appearance, and the suspension features a Fatman independent front setup paired with a custom one-off KP Components rear 4-link system. QA1 coilovers at all four corners and four-wheel disc brakes bring modern performance and drivability to this classic Chevrolet, while a newly built 350 engine matched to a 700 R4 automatic transmission ensures effortless power delivery on the road. Attention to comfort and modern amenities is evident throughout the build. The cabin is equipped with vintage air conditioning, making it suitable for all-weather cruising, while Dakota digital VHX gauges and a matching clock add a clean, modernized presentation to the dashboard. Power windows, a power seat, and a fully finished leather interior elevate the driving experience, blending contemporary convenience with classic styling. A custom stereo system and all-new smoked glass contribute to the premium feel inside and out. The exterior is finished in a beautifully executed champagne and pearl blue two-tone paint scheme, a standout combination that highlights the car's lines and the level of craftsmanship invested in the restoration. Structurally and mechanically, this Chevrolet benefits from a long list of high-quality components that make it more than just a showpiece. A MagnaFlow exhaust system enhances both tone and performance, while Foose wheels contribute to its refined, modernized look. With fewer than 1,000 miles on the build, the car remains exceptionally fresh, allowing the next owner to enjoy a like-new driving experience. The seller mentions that more than $75,000 in receipts accompany the car, underscoring the depth of the investment put into its construction and validating the high standard of materials and workmanship throughout. This 1952 Chevrolet stands as a fully sorted, professionally executed restomod that requires no additional major work, making it ideal for a buyer seeking a turnkey classic that combines vintage style with modern performance and comfort. Its low mileage, extensive upgrades, and high-quality finish set it apart from typical restorations, offering an opportunity to own a show-ready car that is just as capable on the road as it is impressive on display. With its premium components, meticulous build, and documented investment, this exceptional 52 Chevy represents a rare chance to acquire a top-tier classic at a price well below the cost of replicating it today. Number 3. This 1957 Buick Century, offered at $15,000 and located in Portland, Oregon, is presented as a running and driving classic that the seller acquired through a trade. While the owner admits to not knowing extensive details about its history, the car reportedly operates well and carries the bold styling that makes late 1950s Buicks so appealing. Its stance has been altered with cut front springs and lowering springs in the rear, giving it a custom lowered look that enhances its already dramatic design. Even with these modifications, the car maintains the signature presence that defines the Century lineup, making it an eye-catching candidate for someone looking for a usable project or a classic cruiser with strong visual appeal. Mechanically, one notable improvement is the replacement of the Dynaflow torque ball seal, a common source of leaks in vintage Buicks. With this repair completed, the transmission no longer leaks, addressing one of the more typical concerns associated with these cars. The Buick's nail-head-powered drivetrain is known for its smoothness, and the fact that the car starts, runs, and drives adds significant value for anyone wanting a functional foundation rather than a non-running restoration project. The modifications to the suspension suggest that the previous owner may have intended to continue customizing the car, leaving room for the next owner to refine or revert the stance depending on preference. A few minor issues remain that the seller acknowledges up front. The door locks and trunk currently require a new key to operate, something that can be addressed by having one made or rekeying the car. Additionally, the brake lights and turn signals are not functioning at the moment and will need inspection when the seller has time. These electrical issues are not unusual for a nearly 70-year-old vehicle and should be manageable for someone familiar with classic car wiring. Despite these quirks, the Buick still presents well and retains the sweeping lines, chrome accents, and distinctive character that make the 1957 model year so desirable among enthusiasts. The seller notes that the car looks great overall and is open to trade offers, with the exception of motorcycles or Harleys. One specific trade interest mentioned is a fully built 68 RFE transmission, indicating the seller's leanings toward truck or performance drivetrain components. For a buyer seeking an affordable entry into the world of 1950s American classics, this Buick Century offers strong potential: a running and driving platform, iconic styling, some key mechanical repairs already addressed, and a straightforward list of remaining tasks. Its combination of usability, visual appeal, and negotiable terms makes it an attractive option for someone looking to personalize and enjoy a distinctive piece of Buick history. Number 4. This 1970 Chevrolet Classic, offered at $36,700 and located in Kalama, Washington, is presented as a heavily upgraded and meticulously refreshed build with extensive work completed between 2019 and 2023. The car received a brand new Chevrolet Performance 290 horsepower crate engine in 2019, now showing approximately 12,000 miles, along with aluminized wrapped headers and a completely new accessory system including the alternator, power steering lines and pump, water pump, fuel pump, and a Holley 4150 carburetor. That same year, a Wiend 142 Root-style supercharger was installed, also with around 12,000 miles of use. Supporting modifications include 3/8-inch steel fuel lines installed in 2020, a new gas tank and fuel sending unit, and updated headlights and taillights, ensuring both reliability and modernized lighting. Cooling was improved with a double-core aluminum radiator and overflow tank, preparing the car for consistent performance under boosted conditions. Structural and suspension improvements began in 2021, starting with the replacement and undercoating of the front and rear floor pans on the driver's side and the front passenger side. A QA1 front coilover conversion was added with upgraded upper and lower control arms and fresh bushings, greatly enhancing ride quality and handling precision. The exhaust system was upgraded to a 2.5-inch aluminized and fiberglass-wrapped dual setup, installed the same year. Additional safety and stopping performance came through a front disc brake conversion. These updates laid a solid foundation for the more performance-oriented enhancements that followed, ensuring that the car would not only produce power but remain structurally sound and capable of handling it. The rear end of the car received major attention in 2022, starting with the installation of a Ford 9-inch rear axle equipped with 3.70 Posey traction gears. A new TMI front bench seat refreshed the interior, while the rear brakes were upgraded to Willwood disc units featuring an integral parking brake. A rear inward shock relocation kit paired with Bilstein shocks improved weight transfer and traction. Global West Weldon frame connectors further strengthened the chassis, and all brake lines were replaced with custom-length flex lines using 6- screw fittings for improved durability and serviceability. These upgrades significantly enhanced the car's stability and overall driving confidence, making it far more capable than a stock 1970 configuration. In 2023, the drivetrain received one of its most significant upgrades, a new Tremec TKX manual transmission with fewer than 1,000 miles of use, backed by a Willwood tandem master cylinder, custom clutch pedal setup, Chevrolet hydraulic throwout bearing, a McLeod Street organic clutch, and QuickTime SFI steel bell housing. A new 3-inch aluminum balanced drive shaft was added to support the drivetrain upgrade. The carburetor was updated to a more responsive Edelbrock 750 with electric choke, replacing the previous Holley unit for better pedal feel and fuel economy. An electronic radiator fan was added for improved thermal control. The exterior was stripped and refinished in 2K primer and striking sublime green 2K enamel in June 2023, followed by new Nitto low-profile street tires mounted on American Torque thrust wheels later that year, with under 500 miles on the set. This extensive list of modern performance upgrades, structural reinforcements, and cosmetic refinements positions the car as a highly capable and thoroughly updated classic ready for both spirited driving and show-quality display. Number 5. This 1965 Buick Wildcat, offered at $13,500 and located in Fontana, California, is presented as a strong-running classic powered by Buick's iconic 401 nailhead V8 paired with an automatic transmission. The seller notes that the car runs great and can comfortably keep up with modern freeway traffic, a testament to the engine's torque-rich characteristics and overall drivability. As part of Buick's full-size lineup, the Wildcat shares GM's B-body platform with cars like the 1965 Impala, giving it a substantial road presence and the long, sweeping lines that define mid-1960s American styling. With a clean title in hand, it stands as a ready-to-drive vintage cruiser with solid mechanical fundamentals already in place. The interior has received attention, with the seats already redone, improving comfort and appearance for daily use. The seller mentions that the car is currently registered and used as a daily driver, which adds confidence regarding its reliability and roadworthiness. The Wildcat's combination of size, power, and smooth ride quality makes it an appealing option for someone wanting a classic that can genuinely be used on a regular basis rather than kept solely as a weekend toy. Its strong running condition and functional drivetrain offer a solid foundation for further cosmetic improvements. While the car is mechanically capable, it does have a few minor issues that the seller openly acknowledges. The brakes need to be bled, a straightforward maintenance task for someone familiar with basic automotive work. Cosmetically, the Wildcat is ideal for a buyer who knows how to paint or is willing to take on some exterior refinishing, as that appears to be the primary area needing attention. These remaining tasks help explain the reasonable asking price and present a good opportunity for a hands-on enthusiast to add value through relatively manageable work. Overall, This 1965 Buick Wildcat represents a promising and well-priced entry into the world of full-size American classics, especially for someone seeking a functioning, road-ready project. With its nail-head V8 power, refreshed seating, daily driver registration, and straightforward list of remaining needs, it offers both immediate usability and strong potential for further improvement. The seller invites serious buyers to make offers in person, reinforcing that this is a deal best finalized with an on-site look at a car that already delivers much of what Buick enthusiasts appreciate: torque, comfort, presence, and classic mid-60s style. Number 6. This 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass, offered at $11,000 and located in Shoreline, Washington, is presented as a mostly original classic that has been owned by its current caretaker for more than 2 decades. Sold new at Russ Dunmire in Tacoma, the car retains its factory gold exterior paired with parchment vinyl, maintaining the authentic appearance that reflects its era. Aside from new carpet and a few tasteful modifications, it remains 100% original, with bumps and bruises consistent with its age, but an overall body that is an impressive 99.9% rust-free. The seller notes that the car has recently been moved to a storage unit due to a home remodel, and given its sentimental value and lengthy ownership, serious inquiries are requested. Under the hood sits a 250 straight-six engine showing approximately 109,000 miles. The car still runs, but the seller acknowledges it would benefit from a rebuild, making it an ideal candidate for someone looking to refresh its drivetrain while preserving its originality. It features no power steering or power brakes, staying true to its factory simplicity, and uses a Jetaway, Powerglide-style, 2-speed automatic transmission. Cut springs give it a lowered stance, and recent maintenance includes updated brakes and fresh bearings for the drum setup, helping ensure basic drivability despite the engine's age. The car rides on newer Pinner white-wall tires mounted to original Astro Supreme wheels, adding period-correct style that enhances its classic presence. Inside, the front bench seat needs to be recovered, but the remainder of the interior retains its vintage charm, supported by a modern sound system that has been tastefully integrated without compromising originality. These small touches maintain the car's usability while keeping most of its factory characteristics intact, offering a blend of authenticity and mild personalization. With its long-term ownership history, minimal rust, original presentation, and straightforward mechanical needs, this 67 Cutlass represents a compelling opportunity for someone seeking a classic Oldsmobile with strong bones and documented heritage. The seller emphasizes that no trades will be considered and that the license plate is not included. For a buyer who appreciates originality and is prepared to give the drivetrain some attention, this Cutlass, affectionately known as Margaret, offers a solid foundation and undeniable charm from one of Oldsmobile's most iconic model years. Number 7. This 1969 Dodge Charger 440R/T, offered at $65,000 and located in San Leandro, California, is presented as a rare, numbers-matching example that has been stored indoors since 1984. The car retains its original 440 engine, matching automatic transmission, and factory components throughout, making it an especially desirable find for Mopar collectors seeking authenticity. Having been owned by a single individual before being parked in a shop for decades, it remains a largely unmolested R/T that still runs and drives, offering a strong foundation for restoration. The long-term indoor storage has helped preserve the car's structure and major components, keeping it far more intact than many surviving Chargers of this era. While the Charger is capable of moving under its own power, the brakes are currently non-functional and will need to be addressed before it can return to the road. Rust is noted in the trunk area, but the rest of the body is described as pretty clean, an important detail given how prone these cars are to corrosion in the quarters, floors, and lower panels. The fact that the car was stored indoors for decades also means that the body and frame have avoided the harsh exposure that often accelerates deterioration. The originality of the drivetrain and major mechanical systems significantly enhances the car's value and appeal, especially for buyers seeking a true R/T with its factory equipment intact. The car's interior components, including the grille, dash, and other plastic trim pieces, are reported to be in great shape, an uncommon advantage for Chargers, as these parts are often brittle or damaged from sun exposure. The preservation of these plastic components is a direct result of the car spending decades inside a shop rather than outdoors. The Charger also comes with its original wheels, although the tires are unusable due to age and dry rot, which is expected for a vehicle that has been sitting since the mid-1980s. Even so, having the correct wheels adds to the car's completeness and factory-correct presentation. Overall, this 1969 Dodge Charger 440R/T represents a rare opportunity to acquire a numbers-matching, one-owner example of one of Mopar's most iconic muscle cars. Its long-term indoor storage, strong structural condition, preserved interior plastics, and authentic drivetrain make it an ideal restoration candidate for a serious enthusiast. While it will need work, most immediately on the braking system and the trunk rust, it remains far more complete than many project Chargers on the market today. For those seeking an original 440R/T with documented pedigree and decades of preservation, this example offers strong potential and significant long-term value. Number 8. This 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme S, offered at $6,000 and located in Havasu City, Arizona, is presented as a complete project car that has been off the road since the early 1990s. Although it wears 442 badges, features a 442 style hood, and is equipped with a V8 engine, the seller clearly states that it is not a real 442. Still, the combination of its supreme trim level, desirable body style, and added visual cues gives it strong potential as a restoration candidate. Having lived in Arizona since the early 1980s, the car benefits from a dry climate history, helping preserve the body's overall condition. The seller describes the body as straight with only minor rust visible, an important advantage for anyone looking to take on a restoration project. The car is said to be complete, which is particularly valuable for a vehicle that has been sitting for decades, as sourcing missing trim and interior components can be time-consuming and costly. Factory options include power windows and factory air conditioning, both of which elevate its desirability and make it a more premium version of the Cutlass lineup. While the mechanical condition is unknown, the car's completeness provides a strong foundation for a rebuild. Since the car has been parked since the early 1990s due to unknown issues, it will require a full mechanical assessment to determine the state of the engine, transmission, and supporting systems. Given its long period of inactivity, it should be assumed that fuel, brake, and cooling systems will need full restoration, along with electrical inspection before attempting to start it. Even so, project seekers will appreciate that the car has not been modified extensively or pieced together from multiple vehicles. Its long-term single-state history and minimal visible rust make it a promising base for either a factory-style restoration or a custom build. Overall, this 1967 Cutlass Supreme S offers considerable value as an untouched, optioned, and largely complete Arizona project. The seller notes that plans have changed, prompting the sale, and the car will need to be towed from its current location. With its strong bones, desirable options, and classic late 1960s Oldsmobile styling, it represents a compelling opportunity for a buyer looking to take on a restoration with solid starting material and negotiating room under the $6,000 OBO asking price. Number 9. This 1971 Cadillac DeVille Touring Sedan, offered at $4,500 and located in Santa Rosa, California, is presented as a long-owned and well-maintained classic ready for restoration. The seller is the second owner, having purchased the car about 15 years ago from the family of the original owner in Reno, giving it a clear and traceable history. Despite its age, the Cadillac has been consistently kept running, started weekly, and maintained with proper fluid levels, ensuring that it remains a functional and reliable foundation for someone looking to bring a vintage luxury sedan back to its former glory. With a clean Nevada title in the seller's name, the documentation is straightforward and ready for transfer. Cosmetically, the car shows the typical signs of aging expected from a 1971 model. There is some surface rust, along with a deeper rust spot on one of the skirts that will require more involved bodywork. A few body dings are also present, but none appear to compromise the overall structure of the vehicle. Given that all the chrome trim and decals have been preserved and are stored in the trunk, A restorer will not need to hunt for hard-to-find pieces, an important advantage for a Cadillac of this era where trim availability can be limited. Mechanical condition appears stable, with the seller noting that the car has never been down and continues to drive. There is a leak at the front of the oil pan, but the seller reports that the oil level is rarely low, suggesting the leak is manageable and not severe. Regular starting and basic upkeep over the years have helped prevent the usual deterioration associated with long-term storage. This ongoing care makes the car a more trustworthy candidate for revival than a non-running or neglected example. Overall, this 1971 Cadillac DeVille touring sedan offers strong potential for someone seeking an affordable, complete, and historically consistent project. With its long-term ownership, preserved trim, running condition, and honest list of needs, it provides an approachable entry point into classic Cadillac restoration. At this price, and with its solid fundamentals, it presents an appealing opportunity for a buyer who wants a vintage full-size luxury car that has not been abandoned but simply needs the time and attention its current owner can no longer give. Number 10. This 1965 Ford Thunderbird Landau, priced at $7,500 and offered in Bakersfield, California, is presented as a well-maintained classic that runs excellently and carries the refined character of the Landau edition. The seller highlights a freshly installed Landau vinyl top, brand new tires, and a strong 390 V8 engine with only 5,178 miles since its documented rebuild in April 2006. The interior is described as being in very good condition, further supporting the car's appeal as a comfortable, stylish vintage cruiser. The seller emphasizes that the Thunderbird runs beautifully, smooth, strong, and reliable, making it suitable for someone who wants a functioning classic rather than a non-running project. Included with the car are complete maintenance records dating back to 1965, an uncommon and valuable addition that provides clear insight into its mechanical history and long-term care. This documentation adds confidence for buyers who appreciate transparency and originality. While the car is mechanically sound, it does come with a few cosmetic needs typical of a vehicle of this age. The body shows minor bumps and bruises, and the hood has a slight dent. These imperfections appear manageable and mostly cosmetic, making the car a good candidate for light restoration or simply a cleanup for those who prefer driving a patina-style classic. No major structural or mechanical issues are mentioned beyond these surface flaws. The seller notes that the only reason for parting with the Thunderbird is having too many projects, suggesting no hidden motive or unresolved issues with the car. Overall, this classic 1965 Thunderbird Landau stands out as a solid, well-running example with valuable documentation, a fresh top, and a recently rebuilt engine, ready for its next caretaker to enjoy, refine, and preserve. Number 11. This 1974 Plymouth Satellite, offered at $8,500 in Auburn, Washington, is described as a solid California car that has undergone 4 years of steady restoration work. It sits in black epoxy primer, with only 3 small areas in need of rust repair, while the rest of the body is reported to be completely rust-free. The car runs and drives well, and the seller notes it can be driven home with no need for a trailer. Powered by a small block 360 engine paired with an automatic transmission, it retains strong mechanical capability and reliability. Much of the interior has already been thoroughly refreshed. The seller applied POR 15, seam sealer, and Dynamat throughout the cabin, creating a clean and protected foundation. The interior mainly needs a few small panels to be completed, while new carpet and seats are already installed. The car has also been fully rewired with a brand new American Auto-Wire wiring harness, a significant upgrade that ensures long-term electrical reliability. Some minor finishing tasks remain, such as wiring the lights and completing the dash panel installation. Under the hood, the Satellite benefits from a long list of new mechanical components. These include a new carburetor, intake manifold, one-wire alternator, distributor, 4-core radiator, battery, and hoses. The engine bay wiring is neatly tucked, showcasing the seller's attention to detail. According to the seller, over $6,000 has been invested in new parts over the years, contributing to its improved performance and dependability. The car hasn't been driven much due to the seller having too many ongoing projects, which is also the reason for selling. With most major mechanical and electrical work already completed, this 1974 Plymouth Satellite represents a strong, nearly finished project for someone looking to complete the remaining bodywork and minor interior tasks. The seller is willing to provide a full list of all new parts installed, adding transparency and value for the next owner. Number 12. This 1969 Buick Electra, offered at $6,000 and located in Gladstone, Oregon, is presented as a solid project car that has already received a substantial amount of new components. The seller highlights an extensive list of recently installed parts, including new front and rear brakes, new tires, a fresh water pump, alternator, new top, new carpet, new carburetor, battery, and upgraded suspension. These improvements represent significant value for a buyer looking for a classic Electra with much of the essential mechanical and cosmetic groundwork already completed. The seller notes that he has all the original chrome trim, emblems, and the fender skirts, which were removed only to prepare the car for paint. This indicates that the vehicle was on its way to a more complete restoration, and the next owner will benefit from having the full set of exterior trim pieces intact and ready for reinstallation. The removal of these items not only simplifies the paint process but also helps ensure they remain in good condition while the car is being finished. Although the Electra still requires exterior paint to complete the visual restoration, the bulk of the labor-intensive preparation work has already been done. With many important mechanical components already replaced, the car offers a strong foundation for someone who wants to take it across the finish line without starting from scratch. This makes it an appealing choice for enthusiasts seeking a classic full-size Buick with much of the expensive work already handled. The seller mentions a price of $6,900, suggesting a slight increase that likely reflects the investment in new parts and the overall completeness of the vehicle. For a buyer who appreciates the size, comfort, and style of late 1960s Buicks, this Electra represents a promising opportunity to acquire a mostly refreshed example that only needs final cosmetic attention to return to its former glory. Number 13. This 1950 Dodge Meadowbrook, offered at $8,500 and located in Twisp, Washington, is presented as an exceptionally preserved sedan with just 70,890 original miles, remarkably low for a 75-year-old vehicle. According to the seller, the car has had only 2 owners since new, with the original owner described as a little old lady who kept it garaged its entire life. Today, the Meadowbrook remains stored indoors in an airplane hangar, continuing its long history of protected storage. The car is powered by its original 230 CID inline-6, producing 103 horsepower, paired with a manual transmission and still running the factory's 6-volt electrical system, further demonstrating its unaltered and authentic condition. The owner states that the car retains its original paint, making it a true survivor that has not undergone cosmetic modifications or restorations. This unmolested status adds to its appeal for collectors who value originality over modernization. While the car is largely intact, it does show expected age-related wear, including some deterioration on the driver's side of the front seat. The exterior and overall body condition appear consistent with a vehicle that has spent its entire life sheltered indoors, contributing to its well-preserved state. The Meadowbrook currently needs a new battery and a thorough cleaning, as it has been sitting for some time, which aligns with its barn find description. The seller notes that the car is buried among other items in the hangar, making high-quality photos difficult to obtain, but the overall narrative suggests a vehicle that has remained largely untouched and stored away rather than neglected outdoors. This type of long-term, climate-controlled storage often helps maintain structural integrity and originality, qualities highly valued in cars of this era. For buyers seeking an authentic mid-century Dodge that has never been modified, this Meadowbrook offers a rare opportunity. Its low mileage, 2-owner history, original paint, and lifelong indoor storage set it apart from typical examples found on the market. With only minor needs and so much originality intact, this 1950 Meadowbrook stands as an appealing candidate for preservation or light restoration, offering a level of authenticity that is increasingly difficult to find in vehicles of this age. Number 14. This 1970 Ford Mustang, offered at $28,000 and located in Lehi, Utah, is a true M-Code example equipped with a desirable 351 Cleveland 4V engine. The seller notes that the engine features a big cam and a CJ converter, complemented by headers and a full 2.25-inch H-pipe exhaust system. Ignition and cooling upgrades have also been performed to ensure stronger reliability and performance. The seller clarifies that any visible steam in the video comes from cold weather, not mechanical issues, emphasizing that the engine is neither burning oil nor coolant and runs well overall. Paired with an FMX automatic transmission, the drivetrain is backed by a 9-inch rear end running 4.11 gears and a locker, providing strong acceleration and spirited driving characteristics. The car is equipped with power steering and power disc brakes, making it more manageable on the road compared to base-spec Mustangs. It rides on a brand-new set of wheels and tires, adding to both its visual appeal and its roadworthiness. The body is described as very straight, highlighting the car's solid foundation and minimizing concerns about hidden structural issues. These factors collectively present a Mustang that has been cared for and updated in key mechanical areas while retaining its classic identity. Inside, the Mustang features a deluxe interior with several desirable factory options, including a fold-down rear seat, tilt steering wheel, and a tachometer dash. These upgrades enhance both comfort and the overall driving experience, setting it apart from more simply equipped models. The interior appears well appointed for its age, reinforcing the impression that the car has been maintained and improved without compromising its period-correct character. With its combination of strong mechanical upgrades, straight bodywork, and valuable factory options, this M-Code Mustang represents an appealing option for enthusiasts who want a classic muscle car that is already sorted and ready to enjoy. The seller is asking $28,000 or best offer, making it a compelling choice for buyers seeking performance, originality, and a well-rounded build in a 1970 Mustang. Number 15. This 1970 Chevrolet Nova, offered at $35,000 and located in Phoenix, Arizona, is presented as a tastefully modernized muscle car equipped with an LS-swapped 5.3L engine paired to a 4L60 automatic transmission. The setup includes a stainless fuel tank and rides on Riddler wheels, with the two front tires recently replaced and the rears still in solid condition. The car has just undergone a fresh alignment and is described as running and driving great, delivering a strong and aggressive exhaust note. With shaved doors, remote start, power windows, and power door locks, it blends classic Nova style with modern convenience features. The Nova features a clean and cohesive look, thanks to a 2-year-old repaint in a glossy Nardo gray style finish performed by the previous owner. While the paint remains attractive overall, the seller points out 3 small areas of cosmetic damage, shown in the last photos. The trunk is fully finished and houses a high-quality stereo system with a subwoofer and Bluetooth functionality, adding entertainment value for cruising. The cowl hood further enhances the car's muscle car presence, contributing to its modernized yet aggressive appearance. Inside, the car boasts a full matching interior, reflecting attention to detail and a more polished presentation than most Novas of this era. While the car does not currently have air conditioning, the seller notes that it could be added with minimal difficulty, making it a practical option for buyers in warmer climates. The Nova runs on a stock tune with a stock ECU, offering reliability and drivability without excessive modification, which will appeal to those who prefer a balanced, street-friendly setup. Overall, this LS-powered Nova offers an appealing combination of classic looks, modern performance, and comfort upgrades. It is well sorted mechanically, visually striking, and packed with desirable features, making it a strong candidate for anyone seeking a turnkey muscle car that stands out from stock examples. With its updated drivetrain, custom touches, and solid condition throughout, the car presents itself as a compelling option in today's restomod market. Number 16. This 1968 Mercury Cougar XR7, offered at $55,000 and located in Lake Havasu City, Arizona, is presented as an exceptional and highly original example of Mercury's luxury performance pony car. The seller notes that the car has always been garage-kept, contributing to its beautiful overall condition and preservation. With only one repaint since new and showing just 42,000 original miles, this Cougar stands out as an unusually well-preserved survivor, far cleaner and more documented than the majority of XR7s on the market. Its originality and low mileage significantly enhance both its desirability and long-term collectability. Under the hood, this Cougar is powered by its original S-Code 390 cubic inch V8 producing 325 horsepower, paired to AC6 automatic transmission. This drivetrain combination reflects the top-tier performance offering for the Cougar lineup in 1968, delivering strong torque and a refined driving experience. Equipped with power steering and power disc brakes, the car offers improved drivability compared to many late 1960s muscle cars, making it equally suited for cruising or show use. The GT package adds further performance-oriented features, reinforcing the Cougar's identity as Mercury's upscale counterpart to the Mustang. The interior features factory leather upholstery, a hallmark of the XR7 trim level and a rare option even when new. The luxurious cabin, combined with the car's excellent overall condition, highlights the model's blend of sport and comfort. The seller emphasizes that the vehicle is completely original aside from the repaint, meaning the car retains the factory parts, finishes, and personality that collectors actively seek today. This is not a modified or pieced-together example, but a genuine survivor with documented history. Making this Cougar even more noteworthy is the Marti Report certification confirming it as a 1 of 1 build, an extremely rare distinction that sets it apart from all other 1968 times R-7s. This level of uniqueness, paired with its originality, low mileage, desirable S-Code engine, and well-preserved condition, positions it as a top-tier collector car. For buyers seeking a rare and authentic Cougar with pedigree, documentation, and investment-grade appeal, this XR7 represents an opportunity that is unlikely to be duplicated. Number 17. This 1968 Chevrolet Camaro SS clone, offered at $60,000 and located in Sequim, Washington, is presented as a freshly sorted and visually striking example finished in black with a contrasting red interior. Although it is not a factory SS, the car carries the full SS look and stance, giving it strong curb appeal and classic muscle presence. It is powered by a small block 350 fitted with a mild cam, headers, and an upgraded exhaust system, offering a more responsive and engaging driving experience than a stock setup. The car also benefits from a Holley Sniper EFI system, which provides modern fuel management for improved reliability, cold starts, and overall drivability. Backing the engine is a turbo 350 automatic transmission, a dependable and widely supported drivetrain choice for classic GM muscle. The Camaro rides on chrome Riddler wheels wrapped in tires that are only a year old with very limited miles, contributing both to its fresh look and road-ready condition. Sold through Mecum in 2024, the car retains mostly original parts, adding authenticity and preserving the feel of a true 1968 Camaro despite its SS clone status. Recent work performed by Ancient Auto in Sequim includes the installation of the Holley EFI system, new fuel system components, updated brakes, and a full tune-up. These upgrades enhance the car's reliability and performance, ensuring that it is ready for regular driving, cruise events, or weekend outings. The seller describes the vehicle as well-sorted overall, making it an appealing choice for buyers seeking a turnkey classic that combines vintage style with modern enhancements. The seller prefers serious inquiries and notes that they will not accept over-the-phone payments or deposits, requiring in-person arrangements, though shipping is possible. With its desirable color combination, proven drivetrain, modern fuel injection, recent mechanical updates, and auction history, this 1968 Camaro SS clone represents a compelling option for buyers seeking a stylish and well-maintained muscle car that is ready to enjoy. Number 18. This 1936 Ford Standard 5-window coupe, offered at $42,500 and located in Laguna Hills, California, is presented as an exceptional survivor that retains much of its originality while benefiting from thoughtful mechanical preservation. The car wears old black lacquer paint with a beautifully aged patina, giving it the authentic character that collectors highly value. According to the seller, the body shows no rust anywhere, and the interior remains mostly original, including the factory sound deadener panels still in place in the trunk. Previously owned by Chris at Bernie Stage Customs in Texas, the car has continued its journey with care and intention, now being offered to the next enthusiast who appreciates vintage Ford craftsmanship. Mechanically, the car was extensively preserved and restored by Ben of Rancho Deluxe in Johnson City, Texas, ensuring it remains reliable while maintaining its period-correct soul. It has been converted to a 12-volt electrical system, greatly improving usability, and upgraded with 1939 juice brakes, along with a new master cylinder for better stopping performance. The chassis has been tastefully lowered using a SID's original dropped axle, a D-arched rear spring, extended rear wishbone mounts, and tube shocks on all corners, giving the coupe a perfect traditional stance without compromising drivability. New tires were also installed to complete the refreshed suspension setup. Under the hood, the original LB flathead block has been rebuilt by Rancho Deluxe, making this car far more than a static relic. Supporting components such as the transmission have also been rebuilt, and the cooling system, including the radiator, has been flushed and cleaned. Performance-minded updates include a Stromberg electronic distributor, a new Stromberg carburetor, brand new sharp aluminum heads, Reds headers, and new water pumps. These enhancements bring added reliability and power while preserving the essence of the flathead V8 driving experience. Adding further appeal, the seller notes that a collection of extra parts comes with the car, making it even more attractive to enthusiasts who enjoy maintaining or further refining their classics. With its combination of originality, patina, mechanical renewal, and period-correct upgrades, this 1936 Ford 5-window coupe stands out as a rare opportunity to acquire a well-preserved, tastefully improved pre-war Ford that remains true to its heritage. Number 19. This 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air convertible, offered at $71,500 and located in Valley Center, California, is presented as a standout classic enhanced with modern performance and drivability upgrades. The car retains the iconic 56 Bel Air presence but benefits from a range of mechanical improvements that elevate it far beyond a typical restored cruiser. Under the hood sits a strong 468 big block engine paired with electronic ignition and an aluminum radiator, ensuring both power and reliable cooling for long drives or weekend shows. The seller notes that the car runs and drives great, emphasizing its solid condition and road-ready nature for enthusiasts seeking both style and performance. Backing the big block power plant is a 400-turbo automatic transmission, a popular and proven setup for delivering smooth, consistent shifts while managing the torque of a high-output motor. Complementing the drivetrain is power steering and power front disc brakes, upgrades that significantly improve handling and stopping capability compared to the car's original 1950s configuration. These additions make the Bel Air far easier and more enjoyable to drive, especially for those who plan to take it out regularly rather than keep it strictly as a display piece. The exterior presentation remains classic and unmistakable, enhanced by a brand new manual convertible top that adds both functionality and visual appeal. The car is described as solid throughout, suggesting that the body, structure, and general fit and finish are in strong condition. Its overall appearance makes it a true head-turner, clean, well-sorted, and immediately recognizable as one of Chevrolet's most beloved designs. Whether cruising through town or showing up at a meet, this Bel Air carries the blend of vintage charm and upgraded performance that many collectors seek. With its combination of powerful drivetrain components, modernized driving features, and fresh convertible top, this 1956 Bel Air stands out as a turnkey classic ready to enjoy. The seller stresses that it is clean, strong, and ready to cruise, making it a compelling opportunity for anyone wanting a mid-50s Chevrolet that can be driven confidently and proudly. In a market where many examples require additional work or lack meaningful upgrades, this one offers the convenience of completed improvements and the appeal of an iconic American convertible. Number 20. This 1964 Ford Galaxy 500 convertible, offered at $2,000 in Spokane, Washington, is described as a mostly complete project that has been off the road for many years. Originally finished in red with a black vinyl interior, it came equipped with a 352 FE engine paired with an automatic transmission. The seller notes that the car is about 95% complete and includes most of the difficult-to-find components, with all glass in good condition and much of the chrome still in excellent shape. Several rust-free body parts, including the front fenders, doors, and hood, have already been installed as part of an effort to upgrade the car with better pieces sourced from various donors. Structurally, the Galaxy shows both strengths and significant needs. While the trunk has only minimal rust, the car previously sat for years tilted upward without its convertible top, leading to severe corrosion in the rear floors and the rear trunk lip. A sizable dent is also present on the driver's side rear quarter panel, though the seller is including sheet metal to assist with repairs. The engine has run and still turns over, but it should be considered in need of a rebuild before being placed back into regular use. Despite its project status, the car's completeness and the availability of many solid panels make it a promising candidate for restoration. The seller emphasizes that nearly all of the hard-to-source components are present, and the car currently has 1950s Ford 15-inch wheels installed. Once removed from the lift, the correct factory 14-inch wheels with hubcaps will be included in the sale. Because the seller owns 8 other 1964 Galaxies, they can help locate any additional parts needed and even offer guidance throughout the restoration process, as they have done for several other Galaxy owners in the Spokane area. This added support may be particularly valuable for a buyer taking on a convertible project of this scale. At present, the Galaxy does not run and must be towed. The seller is willing to fully rebuild the brake system for an additional $700, though the fuel tank and related components will still need to be installed before the car can move under its own power. Described as an excellent winter restoration project, this convertible represents an opportunity for an enthusiast seeking a mostly complete 1964 Galaxy with a knowledgeable seller willing to assist. With its rare convertible configuration, solid major panels, and included parts, the car offers strong potential at a low entry price for someone prepared to take on the required metalwork and mechanical revival. We appreciate you watching our roundup of 20 affordable classic cars from the marketplace. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to Cheap Classic Cars. And make sure to share this video with anyone who shares your love for timeless rides.